had to change my questions of asking, why me to why not me. And I had to realize that sometimes when we go through painful situations, that it leads us to a bigger purpose. There are no limits. The only limits there are the ones that you put on yourself. You can achieve, you can be any and everything that you want to achieve and be in life, as long as you work hard, as long as you're consistent, as long as you have discipline, and ultimately, as long as you keep God first. But, never let anyone or yourself put any limitations on you, because sometimes we don't achieve our fullest potential because of our mindset. So have the mindset and have the ultimate confidence to know that if you want to fly to the moon, you can definitely fly to the moon and do even more greater things than that. So never set limits on yourself. Growing up, I've had people, even close family members, that try to put limits on my capabilities and my full potential. I've had family members to tell me that I wouldn't amount to be anything, when I grew up. Grew up because of my family circumstances. I didn't come from a rich family background. I came from a very low middle class family. My father, suffers from drug addiction. And so because of the environment that I came from, it was either, she'll probably follow down the same road as her dad, or she'll, end up pregnant in high school and become a high school dropout. So the limits that people set on me were already set from a childhood. But, I was always determined to not necessarily prove people wrong, because, you have to have the mindset where you don't care what people think. But there is this little thought like, I'm going to do even more just because you said I couldn't do it. And, I've learned to not let my circumstances dictate my future. And just because of what my dad's choices was, it doesn't dictate what my choices will be in life. And I chose to live a different life. And I chose to use him as an example of what not to do. And, I did something totally different, and I chose a different path. But, you'll have people that are even closest to you. It can be your parents, for all that matter, that will try to put limits on you. But you have to make up in your mind that you're going to do something different outside of what your current circumstances may be, outside of what you may see every day. You have to set a mental goal that I'm going to be greater and better. But, I've always been, even my mom always tells me this. She's like, you've always been just a very wise, independent, young lady, like you were wise beyond your years. And so, it pays off to what I do now.